So if you had one piece of advice that you could give to someone that's getting ready to go into an audition, what would it be?
My word of advice would be to remember that every audition is a learning experience. So even if things go horribly wrong, you'll take away something positive. Go into every audition with realistic, attainable goals, and remember that the panel is always rooting for you.
My audition tip is to learn each piece that you'll be playing in the audition fully. As a string player, I know a lot of people just learn the beginnings of their pieces, but I think it's a good idea to be prepared because you never know when the jury will cut you off. Also, it's a great idea to practice your pieces in different orders because you don't want to be surprised when the jury asks for a piece you weren't expecting next.
So I guess one of my main things about auditions that's been very consistent with myself and with other people is a whole theory called trusting the process. As musicians, we go through a rigorous process of preparing, we print out excerpts, we play for people, and we build up a framework or a system that in the big dance, which is the audition, we have to then trust. And the main issue with that is a lot of people prepare, they work very hard, and then they get to the audition and it's almost like they fall through, whether it be nervousness or other factors, traveling, rest. And I think the biggest thing that we have to remember is that we've prepared our whole lives, many of us, and our preparation, it's gonna have to be enough for us. In the end, if you win, great. If you don't, you have to be okay with it. The biggest thing I've seen recently in taking several auditions is no matter what you've prepared, no matter what you've done, all that matters is what comes out when you audition. A lot of times you have people that win auditions that didn't have a vast preparation process. More often than not, they did, but things happen. So my main thing to you all is trust the process, give it your best, give it your all, and whatever happens, happens.
What up, Bloods? My rule of thumb is to treat every single audition as if it were a performance, because for a performance, all you do is showcase everything that you've prepared for, and you leave everything on that stage that you've worked on for the months leading up to it. So any sort of nervousness will only diminish from the quality of your audition or performance. Therefore, nervousness will only take away from how prepared that you can potentially be.
So sometimes the audition process includes an interview, and that's always true for composers. And one thing I've learned over the years, when they ask you questions like, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and horrible things like that, they're really not looking for like a super polished, like detailed plan of your next 5 years. They're really just looking for your eyes to light up. They're looking for you to talk about something that excites you. And if you talk about something that truly excites you, it's going to excite them and they're going to remember that.
My tip for auditions is to go to them as prepared as possible. And that means taking as many opportunities as you can to perform your audition rep in front of your family, friends, dog, etc. So that way you're so comfortable with the music, you can play it anywhere, anytime, in front of whoever, and you know it by heart.
My piece of advice would be to make the audition be about you. You know who you are as an individual, so you know what clothes make you look the best, or what arias you sing the best, what songs you play the best, whatever you do best. There isn't a formula for how things will go perfectly because every performance is so individualized that you need to really think about what would represent you as an artist in the best light in auditions.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. So I'm from the Midwest, so I ended up flying out to all of my auditions because I was auditioning for schools mostly on the East Coast. And I would say something that's very important would be to pack all of your audition essentials in your carry-on if you plan on taking a suitcase. Pack your audition clothes, reeds, music, whatever you need. Just because luggage gets lost all the time and you don't want to end up getting there and not having something nice to wear or not having your music. I would also say plan on getting there at least a day early if you can, just because for me as a wind player, it's important just for my body and my instrument to get acclimated to the weather, and so I can make any final adjustments on reeds or instrument adjustments so I know basically how my instrument's going to work when I'm auditioning.
And most importantly, don't forget to have fun, Because at the end of the day, all this is just another opportunity for you to be able to do exactly what it is that you love to do.
To the very many musicians that are taking auditions this upcoming year, good luck. Trust your preparation. You'll be just fine.
Good luck!
Good luck!
Good luck!
Good luck.
Best of luck, you got this.
Toy, toy, toy.
Don't be nervous and go get them.
Good luck.